It's amazing to see how much our students grow from the time that they start preschool and kindergarten until they graduate from high school, and all the gifts that they've developed along the way. We know that they're ready for their next steps and that they're ready to take on the world. And they're leaving Regina, but they'll always be a part of our family. When it opened its doors in 1958, it was a high school staffed by priests and sisters. We are so grateful to those who had the vision to start this school. And we are also grateful to those who continue to support it in so many ways.
At Regina, we kind of consider ourselves one-stop shopping and that you can have it all at Regina. And quite often we might have a family who has a preschooler and an elementary and a junior, senior high student. And so you can have a family that has somebody at every level. And so you can feel like you belong the whole time, and then you grow as you go through each different step.
From its inception, students at Regina have always placed in at least the top 7, if not the top 1 or 2 places on the Iowa Advanced Placement Index. This speaks a lot for the dedication of our students and their pursuit of academic excellence.
My greatest delight in the institution is the fact that it's K through 12. And I have to admit that before our children started here, that was also my biggest reservation. A lot of parents fear the kinds of role models that high school kids will be for elementary children and younger. And we've been delighted to find out that it actually works out very well. Having the younger children around raises the expectations for the behavior of the high school students, that they understand their role models and that they need to behave appropriately. And those high school students also give or model the appropriate behavior for the younger children too. As an elementary parent, I looked at some of those high school students and I thought, I hope someday my children can behave like that. I hope that they are that caring, that kind, and that mature.
Regina students tend to be Renaissance students. They study hard for their classes, but then they also get involved in multiple sports teams. They get involved in drama performances and service activities and retreats and so forth. And at times it's kind of difficult to juggle all of these different things, but I think it really prepares someone for the college life. I think time management is one of the most, if not the most important aspect of success in college. And I think one's experience at Regina doing all these different things really prepares him or her very well.
I'm the first generation with my kids being second, but there are a third generation out here already. And I think that's a neat testimony to what happens on these grounds, that people started here in the 50s, they sent their kids here, and now the grandkids are here. In this town where things are so mobile and people come and go and have no roots, this place has roots.
And I think the kinship and the Catholicism and the Christianity that is taught out here on a daily basis is real important so that those young people can grow spiritually as well as educationally.
I've been very much impressed with the fact that there's prayer here at Regina before each class, and the kids are actively involved in their growth as Christians. And I think there's a real appreciation for people of other faiths as well as Catholics. So, and it's an atmosphere of faith, which I think is really important today.
We knew that we wanted to send our children to a Christian school, and we decided Regina was the one, and we've been very happy there. We're happy that they complement what we try to do at home, and sometimes they even teach the children better than we do at home. We like that it's a pre-K through 12th grade, so our children don't have to ever leave their familiar surroundings. We like the older kids being there too. They're wonderful role models for our children, and we really appreciate that about Regina.
I like Regina because we can talk about God.
Funding is there for the family that wants to send their children to Regina. And it's just a matter of filling out the paperwork. It's all private, it's all confidential. Nobody knows who's getting tuition assistance, and quite frankly, it's nobody's business. But Catholic education is affordable to the family who wants their children to have a Catholic education.
Well, I just think it's unique, family-oriented atmosphere. It teaches the academic side, the service side, the spiritual side, which obviously you can only get in a Catholic setting. And my parents sacrificed a lot to send all 10 of us through Catholic education. Regina taught me the value of hard work. I worked in the kitchen doing dishes when I was in high school there to supplement my tuition.
I think Regina prepares kids very well for college. I know it's a small atmosphere, but I have 3 children and I sent my own kids here, and I think that speaks to, I wouldn't send them somewhere that I didn't think they were going to get a good education.
And Mr. Wright was second. Smith, of course, there's your battle right there.
I think they have with the smaller classes, we have the ability for kids to be more involved in their education. Discipline is usually not much of an issue, or absences and tardies. The kids are here, they want to be here. Their parents want them to be here. We've had kids that go all over the country to school, and recently, even kind of further, we've got kids at Stanford. We've always had someone at Notre Dame, and those aren't easy schools to get into.
Instead of trying to fuss with all the fingers at first, I draw like a mitten, right? With no fingers.
Yeah. But the best thing of school is having good friends. Yeah. Everybody's good friends.
Well, when I came here in 3rd grade, we moved from Baltimore, Maryland, and so it was like big East Coast city to little Iowa city, and being at Regina really helped with the transition. Like, you always hear the word community, and it really did help with all the new families, and they all gave us baked goods, and it was really good.
As a parent, I've seen firsthand, because I've had 3 kids graduate from Regina, some of the benefits the community receives, and probably what really, obviously the obvious is the quality academic experience that kids see, but to me maybe the less obvious is the community service that Regina strives to involve the kids in giving service back to the community.
And so this is one of the great things of Regina that I see is that it is a welcoming community, a welcoming school, an opportunity to grow and learn about not only about the faith, but to grow academically and to grow in sports and all the different things, social activities that surround a community of education. Having said that, I also just wanted to say something to the Spanish-speaking. Me agradezco mucho que hayan tomado la solicitud de integrar un poco de hispanidad del idioma para dar la bienvenida a todos que hablan español, que sean bienvenidos aquí en esta comunidad que es el Colegio de Regina.
One of the things that really excites me about being the principal here at Regina Junior Senior High School is the dedication of our faculty and how they really go above and beyond to meet the needs of our students. They come in on their free time, they come in on the weekends and the summer to improve their curriculum and really work to ease those transitions from elementary into the junior high and from the junior high into the high school. They do what it takes to make sure that our students are all achieving the very highest that they can.